Hi everyone and welcome back to Bloom to Blossom. This week's video I'm going to get right into the topic, and that is, are you really bullying yourself? And how to have confidence in yourself and, just be you. So let's just jump right into it. So I thought of making this video in the end of the day because that is when I'm mostly me. The reason why I'm saying so is I've got my natural curly wavy hair. I don't know what it's doing, but it's all natural. Most of my makeup is already off. I'm not wearing any lipstick or lip gloss or anything, and I'm in a tracksuit pants. So that is when I am most me, is in the end of the day, and I can say that I want to be raw and real with you guys and put on a full face of makeup and then sit in front of the camera. Or I could, like today, just be all natural and do this video because I've got confidence in myself and I try to, be my own biggest cheerleader and not my own biggest bully. And the reason I think why most of this starts is with comparison. Confidence in yourself goes lower when comparing yourself goes higher. So I've made a little skit with my sister, and this is usually where it starts.
She's so perfect. I mean, yeah, just perfect. I mean, gorgeous. Absolutely like it anyways, huh? I'm so jealous of how God loves her. God doesn't love me.
So as you saw from that skit that I made with her, is that sometimes we see things that aren't real. She said that she posted a photo and it took her a long time to edit and it wasn't even looking like her. So it was basically fake. And what we do is we compare our weaknesses with someone else's strengths, or even it could be something simple like an edited photo, she feels like it isn't her and it isn't her. And she also said that, that God doesn't love her because of it. And that's not true. He does. I mean, my first verse on the letterboard, it says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful and I know that full. So God doesn't make oopsies and uh-uhs and, nothing is wrong with God. He makes something perfectly beautiful. And I think the thing is with social media is it's constantly changing. So you constantly need to feel like you need to change in order to uphold your confidence, in order to be acceptable. That is a thing I don't understand because God never changes. So if your worth is in God and your satisfaction is in God, then you would always feel confidence and confident in yourself as well. In the Christian community, sometimes confidence is looked down upon because being confident is meaning that you are bold and you love yourself for who you are and for who God created you to be. And I sometimes feel like that is put down because it's seen as selfish. And I don't believe that. I feel like that's exactly when we need to stand up and say, but listen here, we're loving ourselves for who He created us to be. And that is beautiful. Just like my second verse is, oh my love, you are altogether beautiful and fair. There is no flaw nor blemish in you. So Sometimes blemish, some of you might think, is a skin problem. That is one of my, first and foremost, my biggest insecurity is my skin. And I know that I'm not my skin. And for some of you, I know that I'm not my curves. I know that I'm not my weight. And some of you might say, you know what about my job? I know that I'm not my job. I'm not my job. You know, I am who God created me to be. And, you know, finding the solid truths in the Bible, I'm going to put them all here, all the Bible verses. Finding those solid truths in the Bible and go read through them and see that every single one is something that you can actually go and write out, just like last week's video. Go write your affirmations. You know what? We aren't perfect, and that is okay, but learning to love yourself with your flaws, that is really, you know, that's a good thing to do. So confidence in yourself also can be read in the Bible, and that we read with our third verse that's on the letterboard, and it says, God is within her, she will not fail. God will help her at the break of day. So whatever you do, if it is, you know, being yourself, you always need to be yourself. That is, if I could give a tip on any of this video, you know, then it would be to be you, tiful. Yes, girl. That is when you're your most confident. I mean, and find things that, if I could give a second tip, it would be is find things that makes you happy. Find the friends and the family that make you happy and stick to those. You know, I feel like there is certain things, and every person is unique in this way, that makes you happy. If it's a certain type of food, like lasagna is my favorite, you know, have that for dinner. Go out with friends and have a nice time, and, you know, do things that make you happy, because then you're the most confident. And finding your confidence within the solid truth, and finding your confidence within the Lord, that is, you know, what I would say to, you know, just do. And I know it's hard, but we can start with 5 things. And I posted this photo on Instagram as well, and it says 5 things to give up. So point number 1 is the need for control. So sometimes I would say that we want to control everything we do and everything that we are. And if you really know your worth, you would know that nothing needs to be in control, because you are worth it, you know, and God is in control. So, you know, His will is perfect for your life, and you don't have to worry about anything, because He is in control. The highest king, the highest, most being that there is out there is in control. So why do you need to be in control? You know? Second point here is they say is fearing change. Don't fear change, because change and new beginnings start at the end of your comfort zone, and that is when you grow and you discover things about yourself that you didn't know, and actually you become confident in that as well. Point number 3 is gossiping. Now, gossiping can be about anyone else or yourself. If you bring someone else down, for instance, do you feel better or not? No, neither does that person. But for instance, I do this a lot. If I see that girl over there and I love her outfit, I know it's, you know, very Pinteresty, and her hair is done and her makeup is really natural and she's a beautiful person, then I'm gonna go over to her and I'm gonna say to her, listen, you are very gorgeous. I love the way you're dressing. I love your hair, and it's gonna make her feel good. But also, I know that she's smiling, and that smiling affirms to me that, you know what, I'm confident because I went and told her that. So that makes me happy seeing her smile because I said something nice. Don't gossip. Be nice. The 4th thing, here we go again with the 4th and the 4th, you know, and the force and the last week's bloopers, is living in shame. Don't. I would say come out, be yourself, tell someone if you did something, and it's okay. It's better to, tell the truth than live a lie and live a double life because you're not confident in who you are. And it really shows actually a strength when you tell the truth and not a weakness, because you're standing up for what is right, not sitting down for nothing. The last one, number 5, is my favorite one, is negative self-talk. Okay, so this is basically almost the most important part of confidence. I'm going to close my book because I'm ending with this point. Negative self-talk. Okay, now, like I said, if you talk negatively to others, they're not going to feel good. If you talk nicely to others, they're going to feel good, you're going to feel good. So the same works when you talk negative about yourself. You start believing it and it infiltrates your thoughts and you literally start believing what you're saying. So instead of being your own bully, be your own cheerleader. Talk positive about yourself and about other people, and you're going to feel happy and you're going to be more confident. You're going to have that walkabout like a model, Being your own cheerleader means doing good things to yourself even. And you know what? That's what I'm trying to promote here on this channel, is being positive about yourself, because that's where it starts. If we want the world to change, girls, if we want the world to change, we need to start changing ourselves into the person and into the woman God is creating us to be. And that starts by being positive and being confident in who we are and knowing our worth and our identity and who He made us to be. And knowing our worth is, we're so much full of value, and we need to start believing that, rather than tearing ourselves down by seeking affirmation on social media, seeking affirmation maybe in guys, seeking affirmation in schoolwork, and all those things are worldly and it's constantly changing, like I said. But God never does. He stays the same every single second of every single day. And that is why we can be positive in ourselves if we believe in Him and the solid truths that He set before us. And you know what? Talk positive about yourself. Yes, I'm gonna do it. So you know what? When you're looking into the mirror and you're doing your makeup, say, "Hey, gorgeous," because that's what I do. Or sometimes, you know what? If you have a nice dress on, you go, "You know what? I look like a queen today. I'm gonna show everyone what type of queen I am." And a queen is always good, okay? If we can start by just even smiling at ourselves in the mirror. It's weird at first, but it gets so much easier every single time. And every time, sometimes I can't stop smiling because I'm in love with who I am and I'm in love with who God made me to be, and that's what I'm trying to promote here. If you liked this video or you want to know more, then like that to that side. And if you haven't already, I'm watching you, but go subscribe to that side. Leave a comment down below that you would want to see next, or if you have any requests. It really helps me out if you do. And then if you want to add something or add a positive comment about yourself, go comment if you like your hair, if you like your clothes, and write something about your inner self that you love. And let's see how many comments and how many likes this video can get. And yes, I hope you did really enjoy it. I certainly did. I mean, I always want to promote something positive, and so should you. So go do that, and I'll catch you next time for another video. And I'm out. Okay, love you, bye!